So, what you guys waiting for? That somebody's gonna give you the device that makes you no longer pay your bills for electric, for gas, for gasoline? Is that what you're waiting for? Well, consider it done. My name is Wesley, and I'm located in New York, United States of America. And I have friends all over the world. And we want you to be happy. So, what is on top energy sometimes being called free energy? Well, it's the energy free for bills. That energy comes from somewhere. It is coupled to the device. The problem of some people is that they don't have to charge us, or they don't have a means or tools to charge us for it. That's what it is about. So who might not be happy? Maybe some of the 5% of the people, approximately, keeping us in their pockets, making us working for them. There is nothing wrong with it, as long as we have a brief. The problem is that the United States of America and the rest of the world is losing their brief. 5% населения пытается сделать нас рабами, которые только работают на них. Давят и душат. Они не страдают. Но человек, который придет купить хлеб и накормить ребенка, это чувствует. Хватит этого. Present form of slavery. You can live, but you can't breathe. Можешь жить, но не можешь спокойно дышать. So in all of it, don't forget about the men who made it happen. For the first time, Daria Capenadze from Georgia. Yes, he was trying to sell the device, and then he found out that everybody's cheating on him, that he cannot trust anybody. So he finally decided that he was going to give it free to the world. Daria Capenadze. And if you don't believe in it, listen to this word. This great man approached me, and he is the person who is willing to do a lot for humanity and for the people. Yeah, right. That's what he says. We want to give something to the people, especially Americans. So, we want to give something to the people. Everybody. We disregard the color, race, religion. Everybody. We are the people, and we are all equal. Мы хотим что-то дать людям, и мы дадим это людям. Мы все равны. И мы люди, независимо от этого. Какой расы, какой религии, с какого места мира мы есть. Мы люди. Мы есть люди.
Well, 1:20 in the morning.
Right. 1:20 in the morning.
For those who do not understand what is going on.
So starting from that point, he was semi-conscious, and he's supposed to go to the hospital immediately. I was flying back at the same day. Yes, when he got medical treatment, for the moment he made the order, showed the device to me. And yes, it works. Да, я видел. Работает. So, Toriel needs help. He's in very bad shape, and we're gonna help you, Toriel. Мы тебе поможем, Toriel. Everything started from a small group of people very much dedicated to follow the step of Nikola Tesla. Rostislav Moscow, not associated with Zaryad Group at this time. As a matter of fact, Zaryad Group didn't do anything for us. Rostislav работал сам от себя. Группа Zaryad ничего вообще нам в этом деле не помогла. Second man was Arunas from England. He was born in Lithuania. The third man was me, Wesley, United States of America. So, we established a certain basis, and then shortly after that, we gained another fellow. Aidas from Lithuania. Aidas from Lithuania. Very talented, practical guy, doing a lot of experiments. And we got into discussion with three of us. Great input from England, great input from Moscow, Yeah, those are the people. That's what you see. Проблема такая возникла, это что горелась торитовая палка, и только в одном месте. Я вспомнил свой артикул, который я дал на OUnit.com, в котором я написал про селедку торитовую, и сказал им так. Возьмите, пожалуйста, и ставьте бумагу между два флорида и засуньте обратно там, где это место грелось. Появилась у нас сейчас... Но, конечно, этого не произошло, если Арунас и Ростислав не начали говорить про это, что если там есть температура в этой точке, там, наверное, есть dissipation of energy, она просто страдается тепло. We have had a turbine trot that was put inside a Karel's coil, and Rostислав with Arunas started to talk about heat being a dissipation energy. So at that point, we can reverse the heat that will bring us energy in another form. So I said, put the paper between these two pieces of toroid rods, and then see what's going to happen. Exactly the same way that I described in my article in OverUnit.com. This is how the coil looks like, and this is based on previous experiments of Arunas from England, and those are his previous graphs, not the graphs from the actual show. Trigger point was the very much unusual graph, thanks Vladimir Yutkin, and we know that something is going to happen. Смотря только на графы, мы уже знали, что что-то должно получиться. This is very much similar coil made by Tiger from Kazakhstan. Эта катушка похожа на первую катушку, сделана Тайгером из Казахстана. This graph was made by Arunas from England before the show. As we were talking, we get the light bulb like this. That was not a lot, but it was something, at least. Now we could understand in here that the camera has a backlight compensation. That's why it was not really showing the brightness that you see on it. It was much more. У нас камера имела бэклайт компенсацию, из-за этого просто она не показывала настолько ярко. Но это было мало. Но мы пошли дальше. So again we have had two plastic rods divided by piece of paper in horizontal pattern in Carousel coil. Повторю еще раз. Две палки и тонкая бумага между ними поставили на входу. This was one of the first schematics of the device. And later on, we simply went to the conclusion that something must be wrong. So I said, how about if you put another spark gap next to the light bulb and the capacitor? And then, brilliant thoughts of Ramos, and that was simply add the diode in it. And we've got the pages of history. So this is generating block. That's what you see in here. And then the next one would be again the coil that we have used. And then that is very similar to this coil. I believe you guys recognize that famous person. And then this is the schematic, actual schematic. Look at the light bulb and the load. And now we have this experiment. And here's the spark. Look at what's happening. The history files. 5 watts input, 60 watts output, full brilliance. Although again, camera didn't see that because it has backlash compensation. Получилась история. 5 ваттов на входе, 60 ваттов на выходе. Она горит ярко, полной яркости, просто камера показывает чуть-чуть по-другому. Ну, мы пошли дальше.
Полной яркости горит лампочка.
So the next step was trying to find out what we can do more. Now this is the experiment one more time. And Arunas with Rostислав start to talk about certain factors, and they got into the conclusion that we could try 150 watts, and we could try 600 watts. Ну, ребята-то подумали, что можно было попробовать 150 ватт и, может быть, 600 ватт тоже. Хотя до этого мы не сделали никогда 600 ватт. Но 150 ватт было сделано. Now, that's what you see in here is 150 watts. Although, again, you gotta keep in the memory that the camera has a backlight compensation. And that's why it is not showing the real brightness of it. So again, 5 watts deliver, 150 watts out. Say, we might be even within the range of 100 watts. Пожалуйста, еще раз повторю. 5 ваттов на входе, 150 ваттов лампочка висит. Она горит, не видно, что она так ярко горит из-за компенсации светла камеры. Но я думаю, она работает где-то в районе 100 ватт сейчас. This is how the primary spark gap looked like. It is simply the glass bulb and the spark gap is in it. Front wire was connected to the toroid from high voltage transformer, flyback transformer. Земля была подключена, как видите, к корпусу высоковольтного трансформатора. Это является тем, что у нас практически получается, что КПНАДЗе или это устройство может работать без заземления. We have opportunity in both the situation, although the strength of the light from the light bulb is much strength of the light from the light bulb is much higher when we have a ground wire. And that's my theory about balance vector, that means active element and counterpoise. And eventually ionization of here. Now what you're going to see on the meters in here is 0 when we started, and then you're going to see the current when you had a full 150 watts load on it. That's in milliamperes, sir. 12 volt DC, 12 вольтов, 111.4 миллиампер. 150 ватт лампочка. Another guy. Tiger, Kazakhstan. Very brilliant man. Extreme knowledge, extreme experience. We're gonna be replicating these devices and showing to you the people. We are the people. Спасибо большое, Tiger, с Казахстана, за поддержку, за все, за свое знание и за все горячие слова, за свое знание, за обучение, которое ты давал годами всем людям. The history card is being written. Now, is that device working? Everything stands. 4 people, 5 people actually, that it works. This is the high voltage diode that you have to use. Высоковольтная диода, которую вам надо использовать. This is the coil again, катушка, еще раз. Первая схема, которую мы использовали, first schematic that we have used, and then we changed that to this one. Потом мы поменяли на этот.
Это уже будет конкретное дело.
Хорошо. Okay. Okay. Now, what you're looking at is the discovery in progress right now. We've been giving it a try for quite a few hours right now. We started that conversation from almost nothing, the scratch. We have 4 people right now in here. Rostislav from Moscow, he joined us back. And what is happening is that we have a 60 watts light bulb in full brightness right now, and the discovery that we have made was this spark gap in here. So I recall from all of the information that was available to us that we have had 2 in Turkey. We had 2 spark gaps that were hidden. The spark gap that we see before was a spark gap that not supposed to be there in Turkey video. And now we have a situation. Now look at here, you have that 1 spark gap, and then you have a second spark gap in here. Now what made us have this light bulb to be at full brightness is the diode and the capacitor. And as you see in here, we're going in here. This is the bank of capacitors that is actually catching the impulse and not letting the impulse to die. And then we have a spark gap, secondary spark gap in here. Okay, now. Okay, 150 watts light bulb. So we started from 60 watt light bulb. Now we have and it was barely leading. Now we have a 150 watts light bulb. It is working right now. The video clip from that would be available very shortly, and we're gonna include it in that piece of video. It is the discovery in progress. Now again, the people responsible for this discovery are the Rostislav from Moscow, and this is the Rostislav from Moscow. It's not his real picture. He's more handsome that he looks at this picture. Then you have Arunas from England, and his friend, which is Aidas from как это по-русски Литва говорится? Lithuania. Я всегда говорю по Литва. Lithuania. So these are the responsible people, and this is me. If you look at me. Okay. This is the joint team that makes this discovery right now, as we speak. Okay. Да, я выключаю камеру.
Триггерный эффект, зона отрицательного как бы сопротивления. В общем, эффект туннельного диода, можно сказать, что ли. Падает потребляемый ток и возрастает отдача сердечника.
Окей, сейчас.
Скачок резкий, раза в два.
Окей, сейчас. Арунас, пожалуйста, English.
Трудно. Лучше...
Ты ожидаешь от американца, чтобы лучше говорил по... От американца ты ожидаешь, чтобы лучше по-английски перевел из русского?
Стоп, ребята, стоп. Я сейчас скину, у меня есть документ, который этот эффект объясняет.
О, это самый лучший.
Вот это самый
люди любят почитать.
Да. По крайней мере, там есть графики этого процесса всего. Сейчас я найду.
Теперь увидите, как осциллограмма меняется, как регулируешь питание ТВС и с нагрузкой как работает.
Окей.
В этом видео. Все, больше ничего не ленюсь снимать, заебало.
Понятно. Окей, секунда, повторите еще раз, я пишу это. Вот, начинаю.
255 милливатт потребляет ТВС.
Окей, Арунас, English.
This device contains
250
milliwatts.
Okay, so we have from the high voltage transformer, we have a 250 milliwatts that we are consuming. And какое напряжение на входе ТВС?
Like transformer, normal usage is 400 volts because the primary coil.
На первую катушку сколько вы подаем напряжение?
Мы там трудно сказать, сколько подаем. Мы подаем двухполярное питание. Ну, я мерил общий провод, который двухполярный питание общий, то на нем показывает 25 миллиампер.
Миллиампер. Okay.
Да.
So anyhow, the total.
Ну вот видео будете иметь, сейчас посмотрите.
Okay. Total power delivered 5 watts. And сколько у тебя выходит постоянно вот только с источника питания? У тебя 12 вольт.
Вот, эту лампочку, да, расскажу. Помнишь, вы как говорили, запускали эту лампочку? Всегда у меня ТВС был врублен на полную катушку. Полная катушка, это значит двухполярное питание в плюс. Подожди, еще так пересчитать. В плюс 10 вольт, в минус идет 250. Двухполярное питание. Всегда это было на полный, как мы пробовали эту сраную лампочку зажечь. Потом, как начал я порегулировал ее, то скинул до 100 вольт. На 100 вольт лампочка горит ярче, но немножко больше жжет. И вышло 22 вот столько милливольт на потребление. 100 вольт умножим на 25 миллиампер и получаем сколько?
100 разделить на 0,25.
Не на разделить, а умножить.
Умножить, да, извиняюсь. 0,25 на 0,5 это получается 50, на 0,25 это получается... У кого есть калькулятор? 3 раза, Миша.
This flyback transformer is not loaded to closed circuit. It is open circuit in first place, so we don't consume any additional power than flyback transformer needs itself. And that's it. After that, it is just have one wire electricity, charge capacitors, discharge them, and do all stuff. after that. So the load does not affect input. This is simple
Right.
as possible.
So anything we said in here is just the big EMF is limited to the primary. That means there is no significant effect on the of back EMF from the secondary back to the primary, and that's the whole secret about it. Now remember,
And flyback transformer works in resonance point. This is first place when you need to look at. When you get to the resonance point, you consume less power for input, and you get a large spark after.
okay.
So guys, we're gonna be delivering more information. I haven't slept since 6 o'clock in the morning of yesterday. And the reason for that was that I've lost the file twice when I was doing that. It was a very significant tool out from the internet of the files on my computer. Can you believe that? So what I did is I disconnect the internet from the computer, and the computer starts to work 3 times faster. Короче, я последний раз встал, не спал.
Полной яркости горит лампочка.
Я знаю. И я потерял
Полной
я потерял
яркости
файлы
горит
2
лампочка.
раза. И один прекрасный момент я взял и просто открыл интернет. Компьютер прекрасный момент я
Полной
взял и
яркости
просто
горит
открыл интернет.
лампочка.
Компьютер начал работать на 3 раза быстрее. Может быть даже на 4.